Cameras ready?
Always ready, baby.
And by always you mean never. Got it.
I was very glad that Doc spent approximately 13 minutes talking about Once Human. I'll just put it that way.
I figured.
He
Okay.
didn't spend that long.
It's pretty close. Anyway, last
throw the
episode,
bone.
I don't remember what happened.
We fought trees.
So we're gonna do this as a group.
We fought.
Oh, what
we
did we
were
do last
inside
time,
the city
guys?
already. We
Yeah.
made it into the city. We were
we-
in.
Oh, we set up
Did
shop.
you guys
we
start up ending
we've-
the fight, or was the fight already finished?
we
at
finished the
last
fight. Okay.
episode?
Okay, so we finished the fight. I can't believe I'm the one who remembers this. We finished the fight, and then we finished traveling to the city. We found an inn on the edge of the scary place, and we set up shop. That's it.
That yeah, and there was. I did an alarm spell on the door, and then someone
I think Doc did something too, or maybe it
we
was.
did something
maybe it
to
was
the.
JD.
Or no, actually, we decided we were going to resolve that at the start of this session instead. But yes,
What
everything G
was
said,
this?
like warding the room that we got. We like
Oh,
got a
okay.
suite. First of all, it's a suite, interconnecting rooms.
Multiple
Uh,
rooms.
No, it was one big room.
Was it one big room?
It was one big room.
Okay.
That's right. We paid for the luxury accommodations.
Indeed.
What inn are you guys staying at?
Ooh.
I'm sure it has a euphemistic name.
Yeah, I know it does.
did. You asked for the most.
Hold on. Let
By
me
the way,
go.
I tried as much as possible to stop at 11.
11. Okay.
We're just. The inn is just south of Sorrow's Embrace, right outside the wall, kind of like where I'm. Oh, it's a really gross color. Change my color.
I don't think they serve duck.
No, they didn't serve duck. Hold on.
Oh, was it all the way in?
Yes, yes.
In fact, it was.
The all the way in.
All right, so you
Wait,
guys are
is
staying
it
at
is
the
it
all the way
just
in.
is it just the all the way in, or is it all the way in?
No, the name of the tavern is all the way in.
Okay, so ambiguous.
It works on a couple levels. I like that.
Yeah. In with two ends,
2 ends, correct.
as it should be.
The owner of the inn or the tavern keep is Tam and Down, Spain. I do have that written down. I don't have what you guys got though, so we're gonna go with one room.
We
And
got the luxury accommodations.
Yes.
One room to, house us all.
one room,
One room to house us all.
One room and to rule them all.
Yeah.
One room to
bind
find them, and then one room and then the darkness bind them. Yes, indeed.
Let me tell you though, guys, I was trying to do some work on some D&D, and I could not stop reading that general chat. I kept getting distracted.
By what?
Things
With
kept
me and
popping
DK?
Yeah, your chat with the.
I'm sitting there and I'm trying to like cheer my son on at a soccer practice, and DK is out here just, being uncultured.
So anyway, I thought you guys also discussed.
You guys should just get a room at the all the way in.
leaving. Wasn't there going to be people leaving to go like scout or something tonight, or was that like a tomorrow
Yeah,
thing?
the last thing that we decided was that the following day, so the start of this session, because we ended with the long rest, was that Ash and I were going to go somewhere else in the city to try to look for the broken, or try to scrounge up leads on the, I think it's
Broken blade? Is that
right?
what it is?
Blades. Yep.
And the other guys had a different plan. I forget what that was.
Our plan
Probably
was
drinking.
Yes, that. Okay, but wait, before anything further occurs, I must roll to see how much I grew.
Here it is.
Let's see. Let's just confirm. It's a 3d4. Okay. Because we're waking up, right? That's the next thing that happens. We're waking up.
That's what you
Yeah,
want to happen
I think we ended on the long
Wait.
if you
rest.
want to wake up.
Is it really 3d4? Hold on.
I'm 99%
Yeah,
sure. It's
I just
3d4.
want to be sure before I. Where is it? Features and traits. Where is it?
It's 3d4.
Okay,
just
3d4.
3d4.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right,
Three, come on. 3. Get a 3.
He's 2'9" right now, so the number will be the number of inches he grows.
2'12". Let's
I
go.
rolled 2 ones. What is this?
Three, four,
I was
3
so
foot
close.
one.
4 inches.
Rip.
So you're 3-1. Does that surpass anybody?
Not even
No,
close.
I don't think so.
Sorry. All right. All right.
I think I'm 3'9" because he wanted to be exactly 1 foot shorter
Well,
than me.
well below average, my friend.
Yeah. All right. So I wake up. I guess I will notice that I'm 4 inches taller.
Will you though?
4 inches?
Roll perception check.
Okay. With advantage because I know myself.
What was your previous height?
2'9".
So as a percentage, that's pretty. He's gonna look a lot different.
Yeah. Do I
But
get to roll?
To like say Ash, like
He would
Still
look a
looking at
lot
the same
different, I
angle.
think, to anybody. If
Yeah,
you're used to looking at him at
he's
2'9".
getting, he's
Can
getting
every-
closer to Danny DeVito now.
Are you? Wait, am I really rolling perception to see if I grew?
no, no. I'm
Okay. Maybe everybody else should roll perception. All right.
Okay, so was there anything happening at night? Are you guys doing anything to the room?
We're putting
I
an
don't think
alarm
we-
on the door, right?
No, so it ended with a little bit of confusion last time. I said I was gonna change my like swappable spell to alarm and use it when we went out the next day, but then you guys were like, actually, we're gonna stay behind, and I was like, then I won't change it, but I can't have it the night before, so no alarm. We're going to sleep.
Okay.
And if people are staying behind, I'll pick something else for this coming day.
I mean, you have to choose that before you wake up, though. So now.
Yeah, so just so you know, G growing 4 inches is the equivalent of a 6-foot person growing 9 inches.
Damn. All right. Hey, I remembered something. I said I was going to put the immovable rod on our side of the door.
That's what it was.
Oh,
yeah, that's what it was. So, okay.
yeah, okay. I do
So-
remember
So I don't
that.
think you need to pick up the alarm spell. I can just do that
Yeah.
every time.
Since we're going to be doing scouting stuff, I will take disguise self today.
Okay.
Does anyone notice that Barrett? Well, I guess we haven't actually woken up yet. Have we?
You guys end up going to bed at night. All of you are going to sleep, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. In the middle of the night, nothing happens, and you guys wake up in the morning. As you guys wake up, Scrug and Ash, you do notice that Baron is slightly taller than he was previous.
Baron, are you wearing lifts?
Baron looks down at his bare feet. No. Oh, you know what? This happens sometimes. Sometimes fairies, we just get taller. I don't know.
Roll deception.
No. So this is true in Baron's opinion because everybody from where he's from is a rune knight. This is something that happens to rune knights, but he doesn't know the difference because everybody where he's
Oh,
from.
I thought you meant to like you. It happens to you.
No, I
often.
said fairy. Baron said fairies.
Gotcha.
It's just every fairy he knows, which they all happen to be rune knights. So
I think I'd like to grow a few inches. Can you teach me how?
I would if I could. I actually don't know how this happens. It just kind of happens.
We'll try to do it again.
All right, I'll try again tonight.
Trying to do it again.
But
So
remember
happy.
this time.
I dreamed
So
about.
happy Scrub didn't die.
What did I dream about? I'm trying. Bear's like trying to remember. I think I dreamed about chasing a bunch of turkeys across a field. Maybe I'll try to have that same dream, and maybe that's what will.
Turkeys across the field. Got it.
Sure it wasn't ducks or geese.
Definitely wasn't ducks. Might have been geese. Ducks are sacred. I would never harm a duck.
Okay, so the game plan is for Ash and Lyndall to go gather information outside of the tavern, and us three more conspicuous beings are just hanging out here then?
So as you guys, I don't remember if we discussed this, but as you guys walk through town, you notice all sorts of different races.
Yeah, you did
it's-
mention.
Yeah.
I did.
You
Okay.
did.
Yeah. So you don't feel as out of place as you did in Belton. You other three, like you haven't seen as many fairies, but there have been quite a few Harengon and even quite a few goblins.
And we didn't see wanted posters or anything crazy like that here of us, right?
Well,
Okay.
we were disguising me as a halfling.
Everybody's disguised at this point, except I guess Lindell, who might disguise himself later.
Well, we can all
'Cause
go
we-
out if you
Yeah.
want.
Well,
Yeah, Lindell's got a clean rep still.
I mean, that you know of.
That's true.
I am just trying to remember why we wanted to split the party. I'm all for splitting the party. I'm just trying to remember why we thought that's what we wanted to do.
Because
I
we're
think it's a good idea.
because we're wanted men.
We aren't wanted up here. I think.
All right, but
we figured that out last time.
we didn't know that, I think, coming into it.
So I think the rationale was just basically that we have no idea where to look for these guys, so we were just gonna all like try to find clues or leads, so to speak.
I mean, if you want to split up, I mean, there's 5 of you. Split up in 5 directions.
That seems like a terrible idea.
That seems
Yeah.
like not a great idea.
Out of game, I think that maybe we might want to try to balance. Well, never mind. We got Ackland on the other side. We're okay. Okay. That's not a terrible idea to split into 2.
As
If we
long
would
as
like
nothing
to.
can paralyze or incapacitate me, I'm good.
Actually, I'm not going with Aklon because I'll probably get paralyzed and or incapacitated. Actually, no. I should go with Aklon because I have the highest chance of not getting paralyzed or incapacitated.
Right, because I will.
But see, I ran straight at that person and I just made all my con saves, is what I'm saying. All right, I'll go with
So
Aklon.
does shortest straw go with Aquan then?
No, I'll go with Aklon.
Oh, okay. All right, who wants Scrug?
And he looks at the rest of the party.
And no one speaks up.
Anybody?
Who are I know Ash obviously was one of our faces, but do we have anybody else with high charisma?
Yeah, Lindell.
Yeah,
So Lindell and Ash should not go together.
that actually makes sense.
So if Ash and Scrug were both stealthy
Yes.
boys, we can maybe take that route.
Thoughts just as far as having some like magic on both sides. JD and I should split up, and because of the
I
Well-
got magic.
Well,
Is there a window inside
my
in our thing?
Oh,
Let me
God.
double check to make sure I know thaumaturgy.
there are 5 of us, so we can't split
smoke
evenly.
A window open.
Yeah.
That was magic. See, I got magic too.
You smoke a window open?
I say smoke for like hit, or I use that a lot, but I open a
He
window
smoked
very
It's his new thing.
abruptly.
He's trying it on.
Gotcha.
Lindell's just gonna go and just keep talking. Lindell's still kind of pissed at Scrug for killing the polymorphed rabbits during the
At the
fight
end of-
last time.
At the end of
Oh
every,
yeah.
I forgot about that.
at the end of every seed match now, Doc's gonna be like, "Smoke them fools."
Wait, is this something Doc has actually started saying?
So
I say it in IRL quite a bit. I apparently just don't do that here.
Scrug and I could go one direction, and the other 3 go the other way. Then we have like a full caster on both groups, and we have stealthy people in both groups, and we have high charisma people in both groups.
Well, now you're gonna have to make a persuasion check because he liked the idea of him and Ash stealthing around the city.
Okay.
Can I give Lindell the help action?
DC 11.
How are you going to give him the help option?
I'm gonna make the argument to Scrug that the Short Kings should stick together, him and Lindell.
That's a good argument. That's a good argument.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you'll let that
you got
happen.
advantage then.
Woo!
I don't think he would have failed either way.
You know what they say: the lower to the ground, the higher the chance of success.
Heard that many times, yeah.
All right, works for me. Wait, so who am I going with? What are the groups?
Me.
Okay. Oh, just you.
Yeah, I think, or if one of the other, like, I think
No, that's fine.
Baron can go either direction, with whatever group he wants.
Baron, don't forget you also have a weighted stone with you.
Oh yeah. Wait, how do I get rid of this damn thing? Wait,
Someone who knows how to take off a curse.
yeah, can we actually
Wait. So one of the things I wanted to do was to go find leads, is try to see if there were any temples.
All right, I'm gonna go
Maybe
with
someone there might know it.
I'll go with Lindell then because I want to get rid of this damn stone. Also, I'm actually kind of worried of leaving the new guy alone with Scrug.
That's actually really fair.
Yeah, the two that haven't actually really interacted together at all.
Beyond
I stole his
Scrug,
drink when we first
and
met.
he killed his polymorphed rabbits.
All right. So how do we want to divide up? I mean, we're obviously not going to cover the whole city.
Well, we can't with me
North-
carrying this stone.
It looks like, does our group want to head to the Sacred Spire district, which I assume would be the
That sounds like a good idea.
religious sector? Do we have that sort of town knowledge yet? Do we know where the temples would be located?
Yeah, sure.
Can we have Ash do me up as a halfling again before we leave, just to be on the extra safe side?
What did I do?
You made me look like a halfling instead
How
of.
did I do that?
Well,
kit, I don't
you have a
remember.
disguise kit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I thought that was for me.
Why would you need it?
I think we bought a second one.
I
You've
have
got a whole-
false identity.
Yeah, that's why you didn't need it. You have false identity.
Oh, and I use my disc. Yeah, but is that consumable?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay, then
No.
yes, I'm happy to do it. What do you want me to roll?
Roll a dice.
Okay. What's my highest one?
Just probably a dex or something they have expertise in. Nice.
That's not my highest one. I misclicked, but I'll take it.
It's fine. I'm just taking your actual dice roll, not your bonus to it.
Rip.
But he gets
Okay.
to add his proficiency because he's proficient in disguise kits.
It's
Is he
true.
though?
Almost certainly, if he's got all.
I sure am.
his rogue thing.
All right, so we'll add your proficiency, which I think is 4.
Yes.
So that gets you a 20.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, he looks pretty halfling like.
He only had to do me for the neck up because I'm wearing full armor and everything, so it's just the neck up.
Okay. You're wearing your armor in town?
Is that not normal?
You haven't seen many people doing it. There are some.
I'll do
but
it.
not many.
I'll do it.
Lindell's definitely doing it.
Yeah, well, me and him, I'll look like a halfling. He's the halfling. We're both wearing armor. It'll be fine.
Do I think flying around
Yes.
on a dragon would draw
That's
attention?
what I was gonna ask.
Baron's gonna say,
Roll
if
an intelligence.
all right, hold on. Can I give him the help action by me telling him as I see him about to get on Volk? Hey, that's not a good idea.
So wait,
Sure.
hold on. The question I was going to ask is, have we seen anything? Because I was going to suggest putting Baron on it to negate the stone issue.
Have you are you asking if you've seen dragons flying around the city?
Just if there's any like dogs. It's just a big scaly dog, right?
Volk is not a dog size anymore.
He's
Isn't
the
Volk
size
large?
of a giant horse.
If you
Yeah.
if
Volk
I'm pretty sure he's large now, right?
No, he's still medium, but he's
Really?
Yeah.
medium.
When does he
I'm
get
gonna double
large?
check that.
I thought he was
Like
large,
15.
like 9 or something.
No, he goes
Does
to
he get-
medium. He's small to begin with, and then he
Oh,
Yeah.
upgrades to medium at 7 and large at 15.
gotcha. Okay.
Nailed it.
14 smart enough. Yeah, that's a dumb idea. So we'll
Yes.
poof Volk.
You have not seen horse-sized dragons walking around in your trip so far in town.
Could a disguise kit make a dragon look like a horse?
I no. I
Maybe
was gonna
minor,
roll something, but no.
maybe minor illusion.
Minor illusion can't move.
All right, I'll poof them out. That's fine because I
That you
get
just
one
keep
free call
you
in
keep
a day.
casting it every half second.
All right.
6-second timer because it's an action.
So we go to the temple district.
Slowly.
Okay. So how slowly?
Hold on. Hold
But
on.
they're
How are
going
we
at-
gonna? What if
going at
you
my
guys
speed.
don't come back? should we come looking for you, Aklon and Ash?
No, they're dead. Leave them.
They're dead.
Double
Leave 'em.
plays.
Classic.
I think. Well, what's your guys' plan?
I thought we're
I
just
don't know
going
anybody's
scouting.
plan.
Like we don't have
Yeah.
a plan.
So we and Baron points to Scrug and Lindell and mostly points at Lindell have a plan.
Yeah, definitely don't. So
All right, I feel confident in
What
your
if you talk
success.
to like the soldiers or something? I bet they've heard something about the broken blade. Nobody's got to be like covert about it since the
no, I'm a rogue. We're gonna go find some fucking thieves.
There you
Yeah,
go.
why don't you
Gonna
guys
ask
check out
them.
Sarah's Embrace, like the creepy
Go
necromancy
employ
district?
the thieves' cant.
Yeah, I'm gonna find some thieves and ask them.
fine. Just say my idea was stupid.
Scrug.
Your idea wasn't stupid. Mine's just better.
All right.
Also,
We'll meet.
oh no, go. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, let's just plan to meet back at the inn at the end of
Before nightfall.
before nightfall. Yeah.
Do we have? I never remember. Do we have setting stones or not?
We have
Ring of
3.
Shooting stars.
Yes.
So we do.
I
so
thought you gave them to one of them to what's his face at the bar.
we
Right.
gave one to our
Yeah,
bartender.
there's one.
As an enterprise, we have 3. With us currently, we have 2.
Got
Okay,
it.
so obviously we split those up between the two parties.
Yep.
I don't know who's got them.
Aklon
Holding,
definitely
Of
has
course.
them. Aklon for sure has them.
Okay, those should be 2 things that like are just on people, not bag of holding, just in case something happens where we can't divvy it up. So, who wants them?
Give them to Scrub.
Scrub wants one.
Well,
No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
It's
I answered
still,
my own question.
It's
I
still
will take it.
morning,
I will take it.
so
I will take the
things go in the
sending
bag
stone.
for protection.
Yeah, yeah.
So grab the stone out and hand it.
To who?
Scrug.
Okay, good.
Now, what if I want to try to grab it out of Aklon's extended hand while he's trying to
Acrobatics.
give it to acrobatics?
Do I get to
Not sleight of
contest?
hand?
Do I get to contest this?
You can roll a sleight of hand.
This feels contested, yeah.
Can I contest it?
Yeah, with sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Aklon, you can also try and do a sleight of hand too if you want to
Oh,
try and get
come
it from-
on, man.
Oh!
Okay. Yeah. You are not Scrug. You are not able to grab a hold of it.
With my
Baron
new
matches it.
my new point of leverage, my
Your wingspan.
my higher altitude, I'm able to
Yeah.
just
Scrug
You're
kind of
still a
knocks
foot
it.
shorter than me.
Scrug like knocks it out of my hand, and Baron
Right into
catches it.
Baron's.
Yep.
Okay. Before we split up, as you guys are splitting up those stones, I'm gonna cast Aid at 4th level,
Wow.
on myself and Aklon and Ash. Since I won't be able to help you out later, I'm gonna give you hit points now.
I look at Scrug and I say, it's not that I
20
don't
there's 20 hit point maximum raised.
it's not that I don't trust you, Scrug. It's just I don't want you putting this with your family jewels. And I put it away.
Ash didn't like my plan. Aklon won't let me have the sending stone, and now Lindell won't even use a fancy spell on me. You guys even like me?
Scrug
Baron
full on
is so
pouting at this point.
Baron is
Full
so
on
close
pouting.
to actually responding to that, but he refrains. Scrug is just greeted with dead silence. That might be worse.
Yes, no one answering.
Oh, Lyndall will say just that, don't worry about it, Scrug. I'll be there with you. I'm only giving it to these guys because I won't be around.
Sure.
All right, we ready to
Yeah,
hop to it?
let's roll out.
Okay. We'll start with, I guess, Lyndall and Ash because JD is not here. Wait, no, who's going? I
No.
already lost.
I think it is
Lyndall.
JD going with me, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
Ash
JD.
and Aklon.
Got it. Okay, so then we'll go the other way then.
Okay.
You 3.
So I had two thoughts of where to try to go. First one, instinct, is to go check out, see what temples there are, and the second one is to see if there's any like equivalents to the like American Foreign Legion type, like Veterans Association type things, because Baron and I both fought in the war, and Broken Blade sounds kind of like maybe people who are pissed off about that. So if there's like some place that a bunch of vets, Ozul vets, hang out, that would be like number 2 to check out.
That's a good idea. I definitely want to talk to a priest or cleric of some kind.
Yeah, that should be, getting rid of this stone should be the first thing if we can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So where do you want to head?
The Temple District, right?
Scrug, do you have any input?
Nope, he's sulking. He's
So-
the teenager that got dragged along on family vacation and he doesn't want to anymore.
Nice.
Is the Sacred Spire district where we would want to head?
Yeah, probably that's where the majority. Like, there's temples throughout the whole city,
Okay.
but that's where like the major like primary ones are.
All right, let's head that way.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys, yeah, you get into the Sacred Spire district. As I said, there's huge temples in here. There is one very large one. You can see on the map there, but it looks like it's not specific to one deity. It looks like it's more like a conglomeration of a bunch of them, more like a mass kind of
Non-denominational polytheism.
Well, it's almost like it's a temple for all of them rather than none of them.
We're in Texas and it's a mega church.
Those are not
Sure.
non-denominational. But anyway, Baron turns Baron turns to Lyndall and says, "Who, there's a lot of temples here. Is there one that would be more suited to curse breaking?"
Curse break.
Um,
Trying to set you up
Lyndall
for
say,
a religion
like-
check.
yeah, can I make a religion check on that?
Sure.
Who's your deity, Lyndall?
I was
Little doesn't even know that.
actually that's true. I'll explain that in a second. Lyndall's having a bit of a
A crisis of faith.
crisis of faith with
A bit.
God. Yeah, I got a 14 on that.
Okay. You are pretty confident that all of them are equally capable of removing curses.
Okay.
It's a fairly
Um,
standard thing for normal clerics.
Then I would say
I don't like the way you said that.
I just mean, Lyndall is a cleric, but he's not a normal cleric.
Oh, okay.
So I would say is if there's one that does, if I don't recognize any of the like adherents or like followers of Helm, I would go into any of the other ones.
Recognize as in like personally, like you don't see anyone that you know that you.
I recognize like it. Lyndall knows that he's not welcome, at least in the temple back in it was Belton, right?
Belton, yeah.
And doesn't want to like necessarily test that right now, especially because he hasn't known these guys for very long and the party split up. So he would just try to go somewhere neutral if possible. So if he sees insignia or robes or whatever that would indicate that they're people from Order of Helm, he would avoid that.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you see some walking around, but you don't see any like temples of Helm or anything.
All right, then let's just go into the whatever temple seems like it has the most people at it.
Okay. That would be the primary, the large one, with all of them in it,
do it.
because that's kind of where people go to congregate to, I guess, pray.
So which guy in the sky do you talk to?
It's a little complicated, and I'm seeking new investors.
My Baron just kind of snorts and just goes, "Religion."
I talked to my dad. He got cut in half by an adventure, and I'm pretty sure he's still up there. So I talk to him sometimes.
When's the last time you
can
talked
talk
to
to
him?
him too if you want.
When's the last time you talked to him?
I mean, this morning he doesn't talk back, but I know he's listening.
Baron has no comment.
All right, let's head in.
Okay, you guys get to the temple. It is packed. There are people like it's a circular building. Each of the corners seems like it's dedicated to each of the deities, and there's groups of people at each one, basically kind of doing their own thing, either praying, meditating. Some are in little groups, like singing together. There's all sorts of different people in here.
Can we deploy our short king's advantage and bob and weave through the crowd?
Sure. Are you guys gonna hold hands so you don't lose each other?
As long as I don't have to hold Scrug's hand.
Okay, I mean it's not like packed where super busy and stuff where you can't walk or anything, but yeah, there's people in each of the temple statues, pretty busy in each of those, but like the general common areas are fairly clear.
The most ominous thing that in this campaign is whenever Doc makes an intelligence check and he doesn't say why he's making it.
If there's any like alcove or statue or whatever dedicated to Ilmater, that's probably where I'd go first.
Okay, yeah, you definitely see one for a modder.
It's like, guys, here, come with me.
Out of game, is Ilmater a bad one?
No.
I don't think
No,
so.
okay. I thought he was a bad one.
Now you're making me look, but I don't think so.
Who is it? What's the name? Ilmater? Ilmother?
I don't know the pantheons very well, but I thought that one was like one of the bad guys, or maybe not bad, but
lawful good.
Lawful good, dude.
Okay.
So definitely not.
Scrug, you know what? Scrug says that.
Isn't this one of the bad ones?
Baron's like,
It does. The statue does look a little ominous. It's a guy who is all cut up and has like scrapes and everything on him everywhere. So I suppose to Scrug's eye, it could look evil.
Lyndall sees it as being like symbolic of the downtrodden and kind of poor or beaten people of society.
Baron sees it as this is a very clumsy god.
Are there any clerics or people that we could talk to there?
Yep. Yeah, you see a few different people that looks like they're in cleric-y robes, priest type robes.
Lyndall's just going to walk up confidently to the first one that seems open to communication. Just say, hey, we're new in town. We were wondering, just trying to get our bearings, and also wondering if you
yes,
had...
what can I do for you, my child?
My child.
Sure.
Burn it down.
I slowly
we were
walk
wondering
up.
if you guys provide any type of healing or magical services, and we're hoping you could tell us a little bit about Ozul.
Why, yes, of course we do. What are you looking for?
I just look over my shoulder at Baron.
Baron holds up the stone and said, I picked up a cursed stone, and now it's really hard to walk.
Oh, cursed, huh? Quite unfortunate. Let me see that.
Okay, I hand it to him.
As you hand it to her, you can see you feel her cast the spell, and you no longer feel connected to the stone.
Hell yeah. I look at her and I just genuinely say thank you.
Yes, we've had a few encounters with stones like these before. They're not all that uncommon, unfortunately.
Well, I appreciate it.
Can I see it now? I didn't get a look at it earlier.
Do not give it to him. Do you need compensation in any way?
No compensation is needed.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. You're more than welcome to sit and pray a little bit to our Ilmater father here.
Lyndall is going to immediately sit down and start doing that.
I'm gonna be like, I'll be honest, I'm not very religious, so maybe if you tell me what to say, I'd be happy to, do that.
Say what's in your heart.
Okay, so I sit down next to Lindell.
In blunt toddler honesty, Scrug says, "No thanks," and turned around, and he's going to head towards the door.
I grab Scrug and I yank him down next to us. This is definitely going to be opposed to athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is it athletics or what? Is it straight strength? What are we doing?
I think that's what like a grapple is, right?
Yeah, just athletics.
All right, come on.
Free check. Free success. No, I don't think we can do free
No,
success.
I got this.
Against
Fuck!
rolls.
So you go to pull him down, but Scrug, you had a little bit better angle since you're standing up already, and you're able to pull free.
Okay.
Scrug is Weasley. You really haven't figured out how to put those 4 inches to good use.
I did earlier. Anyway.
Sorry, I only talked to my dad.
All right. I let him go.
I'll be at the front door.
All right.
And I'll just hang out at the front door until they're done.
I'm just gonna wait for Lindell to be done, and then I will.
Keep like opening eyes.
I'm gonna do that thing, and like you close your eyes, you bow your head, but like you kind of cock your head a little bit.
All right, so as I finish up, quick question for the party. I know the JD has the bag of holding. Does anybody else have anything that could potentially hold that stone?
I
without
have a
touching it?
bag of great sword holding.
The answer
What?
to that is
So no, you
stone.
cannot hold the stone.
It is not a stone of great sword.
It removed the curse though, right? So the stone is
So
cursed
remove
anymore?
curses in 5e are really weird, and it depends on how Rock wants to rule that.
What if we just
It-
put it in my family jewels pouch, but don't actually touch it?
Who is putting it in there without touching it, Doc?
Prison
The
pocket.
cleric, obviously.
You want the
I- I
cleric
Prison pocket.
to put the stone in.
I can use
Well,
Mage
I'll
Hand to
pull
do
it
it.
out.
I can use Mage Hand to it.
You'll pull it out, will you?
So rules is written. I'm pretty sure if you cast remove curse, it severs the curse's connection to whoever was cursed, but it doesn't actually take the curse off the object.
See, that's what I thought happened.
Can't you
Scrug
remove
is still,
curse
like-
on an item?
Let's look it up.
Do we,
Mildly
why
interested in it, so he can be convinced to risk.
we didn't risk
Because
it's
Put it in the bag.
we were the person that we're here for is incredibly, unbelievably fast, and this is something that slows people down.
but you're gonna have to get him to touch it.
Yeah, but we can figure that out later.
Okay.
Just feels like this is if we can
I like
safely
that.
transport it.
I like
not?
it.
Where's
Thinking ahead. Thinking ahead.
what is that jar? That jar thing? Do we have that? There's a jar spell.
Jar?
I'm gonna need a little more info
Jar
than that.
spell,
Yeah.
magic jar.
Yeah, magic jar.
No, that's
Doesn't that produce liquid?
No, I don't think so.
No, magic jar is part of like the lich
Oh, it's
ritual.
not. It's not what I thought it was.
to
Okay.
Possess people. It's a really fucked up spell.
All right, that's
Well,
not what I
just
thought
talk
it
to the
was.
cleric, because if you can convince her to like give it back to us, you can convince Scrug to put it in his bag or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we
I'm-
would be back where we started, where someone's cursed.
Only if it curses us, and then she can uncurse us again.
really push our luck here.
This is a bad idea.
So I'm gonna say to her, thank you for letting us, pray at your temple. It's been a long trip, and we're from the road. This was really refreshing. I'm actually a man of faith myself, and I was wondering if you knew anywhere around town where there are, where I could, possibly do some good works of healing and that sort of stuff.
Yes. The slum district is probably the best place for that. It's up north by the shore. You may want to look around in that area. They're troubled over there for sure.
And I assume that there are a lot of people who came back injured from the war. Yes.
The war?
There's
insight check.
there's no war in Bossing Say. I'm also gonna make an insight check.
Can I insight check that?
Sure. Okay.
I'm gonna guidance myself
Okay.
for this.
So,
There isn't a war in Bossing Say.
So that's adding a D. Where do I do the D4?
so I know I'm not there, but when they say the north side, do they mean the North Island? Like Windswept Reach, that's the slums, or do they mean the northern part of the current landmass that we're on?
You guys don't know.
I would
Okay,
I would think this part right here
I wasn't sure
is
I wasn't sure if I just missed something or.
the
Okay,
slums.
well, maybe we should figure that out.
And the slums feels like something that most people in the city would know where it is.
Yeah.
So as we get closer to it, we could probably just stop anybody on the street to ask. So I got an 18 with guidance included.
Okay. You're both of you are pretty sure that she has no idea what you're talking about.
I have message, right?
Did you
No,
guys
I
go
don't.
serve in the same war?
Yep.
Yeah, on the same side, I might point out.
Yep.
We
And
never.
not Ozul's side.
Yeah, there were only two sides to this war. We were not on Ozul's side. I see JD has cast Find Familiar IRL. But yeah, I don't think we ever were ever even in the same area. But yeah, definitely fought in the same war.
Oh, were you looking for message?
I don't have it.
I don't have it.
Yeah. I
Did
would
you
have.
undo all of your magic levels?
Yes.
So yeah, you don't have any magic
I don't have.
anymore.
Well, I have two spells that I get as part of being a fairy. But yeah, other than that, I have no spells.
Sure.
Okay. Lyndall's gonna probe that just a little bit and be like, yeah, the big war over the Alekian wilds.
Oh, that thing? Oh, yes, that was quite a while ago. No, I don't believe there's anything what you're looking for that here that at least that I'm aware of.
Okay. So I think we'll be going now. I was just wondering, you said that those cursed stones weren't super uncommon. Is it
Right.
as a scholar, I'm actually curious to study it. Would it be all right if we took it?
The rock? You want the rock?
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, which should be visible, and see if she picks up what I'm suggesting. She's picking up what I'm putting down.
It serves no purpose. What need would you have of it?
It's just a matter of arcane curiosity.
There's no magic left in it. I've removed the magic from it.
Then certainly there wouldn't be an issue with us taking it.
I mean, sure, by all means. She holds her hand out.
We're gonna very carefully use Mage Hand to put it in Scrug's bag.
No, he
You'll
doesn't
have
have
to
a
carry it
bag
through
for
the temple.
Lindo.
You have to carry it through the temple. I'm outside at the
Right.
outside on the streets
Okay,
right now.
well, I can carry it with Mage Hand that far.
Also, he doesn't have a bag.
Okay.
I do have an explorer's pack, but I do also have a large gold coin pouch that's right next to the family jewels.
Which is where he's gonna put the stone.
As you grab it with your mage hand, she gives you the oddest look.
Fully just accepting that, and we're just gonna turn, or I'm gonna turn and start walking away. I don't know what Baron's doing.
I'm just gonna follow.
She calls out like, "Have a good day."
And I'm just gonna say thank you again. I really do appreciate it, truly. And I'm gonna follow Lindo.
Look, a cool rock.
Do you have Chris, what's your background? Do you also have the soldier background?
Yes.
Okay, so we both have
Yeah.
the soldier background.
Let me double check that that's specifically the one I got, but like backstory wise, yes. Soldier.
I know we're
Background, hermit. I have the hermit
okay.
background.
Well,
technically.
I don't know if this would ever. Maybe this won't matter because they're on the others. We're in Ozul, and any veterans we would find would have been fighting for Ozul, likely. But if we find veterans that were on our side of the conflict, my background would allow me to invoke. I have a little bit of pull, I guess, is what I'm saying, with former soldiers that were on our side.
So what you're saying is you have a little bit of pull with him.
Well,
With
actually,
Lyndall.
technically, it depends.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, especially if I outrank him, which I don't know what my rank was. I don't know what your rank was. I didn't think I've had that far.
Not high.
I would have been probably like mid-level.
So Lyndall served as kind of like a contractor for the the Furian Empire.
Hmm.
That the one basically
Furian.
his old temple. And you know, if you're actually like saying this in game to me, I might explain this to you as we're walking out of the temple towards Scrug.
At some point, we would have compared war stories.
Yeah.
I think
so-
this would be a good point. You wouldn't have had any like reason to do that beforehand, but now that you heard Lyndall ask about that, now this is probably
Yeah,
the
so
point
we're
where Baron's
comparing
like, hey,
war stories. Yeah,
war?
it's a war. So you fought in the war.
Yeah, so yeah, I grew up in the Temple of Helm, which is there's a lot of kind of like martial orders in there that they train a lot of warriors, and part of the way that the temple funds itself is by essentially loaning out their services and particularly their healing abilities to military causes. So the Furian Empire approached my temple, and I got selected to go join a unit as a kind of a combat medic type deal.
Yeah, and Baron will just say in response, he comes from the Zosha Highlands. It's like a remote nation that's allied with the Farians, and they sent a contingent to fight alongside their allies in the war, and he formed a part of the knights that were sent. The company was kind of like it's not like a mercenary group or anything like that, but it's like his nation builds a very small elite fighting force, and he was part of that, and it was called the Ivory Company. So they weren't part of the official command structure, but they were like an adjutant force.
Could I roll hit? Would I recognize that name? Could I roll history?
Sure, roll history.
I'm actually looking at stuff I wrote like 8 months ago.
Yes, you've definitely heard of them. They were pretty famous in the war. Though you heard of their downfall, you had never heard of what happened, though.
Yeah. Lyndall is going. We're walking pretty quickly just to the temple exit, so he's gonna check that nod, kind of give a little bit more deference to Baron for sure. Kind of like look at him with some more respect. Let's say, well, I hope we have time to discuss this, sometime in the future.
Definitely.
As we approach Scrug.
Okay. As you approach Scrug, we will switch over to the other guys. So you two, Ash and Aklon.
So I think we're going to go in search of thieves. Because
How would you like to do that?
that seems
Hold
like
your
These
money
gold
bag out.
chains on me. I hope I don't slip.
Hold on a second. I have a way to do this, don't I?
Well, so what I was going to suggest is that the rest of them leave, and then I just turn to Ash and go, "You want to just hang out here?"
We could also do that.
Could you imagine?
Oh, we just beat you
do
guys back.
nothing.
It was crazy.
So basically,
oh, guys,
with,
we found nothing.
so basically with Thieves' Cant, I should be able to recognize symbols that thieves write to indicate there's a thieves guild nearby.
Absolutely.
So we're going to go out and just wander and look.
Okay.
I have no other option, but we're going to try to find some thieves.
And we're going to look in the...
We're going to look in where is
spidery
a seedy part
area,
of town.
right?
Yeah.
What is it? Sorrow's Embrace? I think
Yes.
that's kind of a...
Yes, it's
Is that what we
dark
said
spot.
a month ago?
Yes, that there was a bunch of necromancy stuff in there.
Yeah, so that's more of
that's
a
necromancy.
dark evil type feel to it, not like a Thieves Guild like seedy place like you're looking for type of thing. I think.
So we got to go to the slums where we do
Yeah.
not know where that is, or we could try to go to one of the rich areas too. I mean, they're likely to try and steal stuff from up there. So
true.
you're called. You're the rogue. I ain't no shit.
What do my rogue senses tell me? Would I like? What would I like? What would I know? Like in general, like, oh, you're probably gonna have better luck looking in the seedy part of town or the nice part of town.
Roll a
Roll a thieves
roll a
check.
rogue check.
Roll a roll check.
I don't know. Just
That stealth is a rogue check.
yeah. Roll stealth, sure.
Okay.
He's got stealth on the brain.
Okay. You are equally confident that you will find something in either of those locations.
Well, let's go to the rich part of town then. We're less likely to get in a fight there, I think.
Sounds great.
Okay. So that as you kind of head through, like, how are you finding the rich part of town?
Yeah, so what I was going to do is I want to just stop and ask random people, like, on the street, where, like, if I were looking for a nice place, where would I find it? Like a high class place. But then in doing so, I'm going to use Thieves' Cant, which is, disguising some messages among regular text or among regular speech to, basically say, hey, I'm looking for some thieves.
Okay.
But
you're
no
just
normal person would know that.
Right. And you're stopping normal people on the street.
Yeah, just stopping people here and there when it feels like we could use some updated directions.
Okay.
Well, if John Wick has taught me anything, we have to go to the pigeons.
So you don't get any kind of response as far as the Thieves' Cant goes. But almost everyone says that if you're looking for like the high class part of town, that would be the finger.
The finger. Let's give ourselves the
I
finger.
barely know her.
The northern tip of the
Of course.
city. The windswept reach is what you're looking for. Everybody on that island is that's basically where the high class congregate at.
Okay. Where are we?
You guys are down.
I'm pinging it.
Yeah,
Right below
down there.
Sorrow's Embrace.
Yeah, south of Sorrow's Embrace.
Oh, Lord. That's a long way.
It's a good thing neither of you have the stone of repressed movement. I don't actually know
like
what
how
it's called.
long of a trek, like, could we catch a ferry from like here?
You haven't really found any ferries that just take passengers like back and forth. There are like wagons or carts that like carry people across roads that you could purchase, and they could take you up like anywhere in the city, basically.
Well, maybe I'm stupid, or maybe you didn't intend for this, but like I don't actually see a way to get there on foot.
There is a way to get there on foot.
It's
the
just
map
not
does
on
not
the map?
show it. Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna say that there's a bridge over here because I didn't pay that close of attention to this map.
Okay.
But
fair
there's
enough.
definitely a bridge over here.
How
You
long
can't
is it
see
going to
it,
take us
but
to
it's
walk
there.
from? How long is it going to take us to walk from where we are all the way up to the finger?
Finger.
Couple hours.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Loses
Let's
its effect if it's too.
let's head
quick
that
its
way.
effect.
Hey,
That's what
you
I think.
smiled. That's all that matters.
It's still there was still effect.
Can we? We're gonna make a bridge. We're gonna put a bridge here.
You had to actually swim from Anchor's Rest to the Imperial Citadel.
There's gonna be a bridge here. Here. These bridges are being built
Yeah,
in
at
front of you
rapid
guys'
pace.
eyes.
Yeah.
Man, this is bonkers.
Do you guys confer and talk about the engineering points, a la like our engineering work at the pit?
Oh jeez, I
We've
forgot
got
about
some
that.
experience. Yeah, we'll be judging their work as
Are
we
these-
drive by or as we walk by.
Are these bridges better than Baltimore's?
I hope so.
Much.
I hope
Okay.
so.
I guess they probably also don't have.
That was a perfectly fine bridge.
They probably don't have steel ships driving into them or around
Yeah,
here.
they probably
Not
have.
yet.
They probably have
That's
that
just
going
one
for them.
structural fault.
A massive steel
A giant
ship.
ship.
Critical. It's a critical fault. It can't withstand a direct impact from a huge ship.
Exactly.
Okay, so yeah, it takes you
How are
guys.
they to know?
Are you just walking up there? Then I take it.
Yeah, I think we're just walking.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
go
a
on a
couple hours.
journey.
It's
Get
getting
our
close
steps in.
to midday now. But yeah, you guys make it up into
Now,
the-
along the way, we're looking for signs that indicate, a thieves guild nearby.
You definitely see thieves can't text kind of stuff scattered everywhere. Nothing indicates that like where a thieves guild is, but you see a lot of things like skip this house, cleared this one, mitts off, that
Dead
kind of stuff.
inside. Got it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't dead open inside.
Okay.
We would probably be behind them, but I think our group would also be walking north towards the shore. We wouldn't be going for the
Be funny if we
windswept
ran into
reach.
each
Well,
other.
this is what they're doing, like while you guys were
Right.
were
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
your
That's
stuff.
saying we'll be behind them, but also in that direction, depending on what they do.
All right, so yeah, you guys are up in the high class part of town. What do you do up here?
Well, I think again we would sort of. I'm trying to think what we could ask about that's like fairly innocuous.
I guess
that we
what
could
are- I
weave
guess-
in some thieves can't. Maybe we could ask for like hotel recommend or inn recommendations.
Yeah, I guess what kind of inn do you want to have in the Thieves Guild right now? Like, is there something you want to do in
Fence,
particular
maybe?
with them?
Yeah, no, I just want to find a thieves guild so that we can ask for information about the broken blade.
That's right. Sorry, I forgot it was about the blade. My bad.
He's not trying to join the thieves guild yet.
No, I knew that, but I couldn't remember what our actual desire was here. I was like,
Why are we here again? Fair.
got a fence. and
Is there
stuff.
like a neighborhood square?
So that's the
Instead of
map.
a town square? I love that.
Like
Yeah.
a town center?
Yeah, definitely. Right over. Am I on the right layer? Nope.
Because
Right
you'll probably
there.
need some way to buy your way in if it's a thieves guild.
So there's a building that kind of looks like it'd be like a town center type thing.
Okay. So basically we're looking for like a, population center where we can like observe, because I basically just want to see if we can catch a thief in the act.
Yeah.
Like trying
Yep.
to pickpocket somebody or something.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
there's a big square out here in front of that building, and there's lots of like shops and stuff set up.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you guys can definitely set up there.
Yeah. So basically I just want to like observe and look for basically I'm looking for somebody who's trying to steal or pickpocket or something like that. And
Okay.
then we're going to go try to talk to that person.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, you set up there. Before you even pick out a spot where you want to sit, you already noticed like 4 people like
Perfect.
trying to pickpocket.
Perfect. Okay. Let's go to. Any of them look less threatening than the others, or do they all look kind of lame?
No, they actually all look really nice.
They look really nice.
Yep. They look like they fit in very well in
Okay.
this area.
We're gonna go up to them and we're gonna ask about,
You're going up to who?
just one of them. Just pick one.
One of the
Let's roll a
thieves.
D4.
One of the thieves. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So there's one halfling, there's one human, an elf, and then there is a child. Almost looks
Let's
like
go
a
to
child.
the elf.
So
Different species.
Short king.
halfling,
Boo,
human.
boo.
And a child.
That was a child of unspecified species.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
you're not
go.
sure. You couldn't tell if it was a halfling or like a human
Okay.
child. Or what.
Now I kind of want to go to the child.
I mean, the child would have been my choice if I had been there.
Okay, let's go to the elf, and I'm going to ask again using thieves can't for a recommendation for a nice inn but then underneath the surface of that, I'm introducing myself in Thieves' Cant and asking if we can have a conversation.
Gotcha. Yep. So he responds back a few different hotel recommendations, some really good ones in the area that they recommend, and then in his Thieves' Cant, you also get back a location and then a time.
Perfect. How? Please tell me it's not like 3 days from now.
Nope, 3 weeks actually.
Oh
No.
yeah. Okay.
No, it's like in an hour.
And the
and
location is nearby.
yeah, it's in one of the alleys.
Okay.
Wow, look at us making friends.
Yeah, or we're about to get ambushed.
Correct.
We have the sending stones.
Okay, so we have an hour. Should we, Aklon, should we scoot over there and just like check out the alley first?
I think so.
Yeah, how far away are we
From
An hour.
from the from the location? About 59 minutes.
no, it's so you guys are right about here. It
hold on,
is
We are where?
in this square here.
Okay.
And it is down kind of in this area down here.
Okay, so that's not far.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
let's
Oh,
scoot over there.
That's
Then
like a
we
10-minute
want
walk.
Yeah.
to reconnoiter the area.
Okay.
That's such a funny word. I love that word.
Is that actually how it's actually pronounced?
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
So yeah, you guys get to the area. It just looks like a normal kind of alley.
Okay, so I'm gonna use. What do you want me to roll? But I just basically want to see like. I want to evaluate it for like if I were trying to ambush somebody, would I do it here or like is this a
like, are there
perfect spot for an
like,
ambush?
are there dead ends to this?
That feels like a survival check.
Yeah, do a. Let's see what options do we have?
It could be a bunch of things.
Can we do another rogue check?
Yeah.
No.
Give me a roll check.
Do an investigation.
I was gonna say, can I do an investigation?
Can I
you
get
can too, sure.
advantage because Aklon's helping me?
Either you both can roll, or one of you can get advantage. Yeah.
Do you really want to do the roll, or should I?
He has
We
plus
can
to
both roll.
investigation.
What's
think
your
they both-
what's your
they're both
modifier?
good on it.
Roll. Well, I'm a wizard and it's int, so mine is very high.
But
You
he's a
should
rogue and he's ridiculous. So
Do you want to both roll or do you want to just have advantage?
Yeah,
on
we'll
yours?
both roll. We'll both roll.
Both rolls fun if you both got high rolls. Rock, when am I allowed to tell everybody else about the encounter you're making?
no, whoa, that was told in confidence.
Okay.
What does this mean?
Wow, look at you.
Apparently nothing.
I was bored. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, Ash, you can tell this would be a very optimal place for an ambush.
Mhm.
Aklon, I mean, it's got two entrances to the alley, and there's no doors. But you're not really sure. Like you've
Aklon.
never set up an ambush before, so
Aklon, this motherfucker's trying to ambush us.
Hmm.
But
Should we?
we could turn the
back?
tables on him and try to ambush him. What do you think?
Oh, how the
Sounds like a
turntables?
Sure
Sounds
becomes the
like
ambushy.
I mean,
This would help us prove our
Let's-
worth,
let's see what they come at us with,
establish our street cred.
because we're likely to not be met with just the one person.
Is there a place where
But-
we can like hide out and observe, Rock?
I mean, outside of the alley, nothing in the alley. It's not super long. It's only like maybe like 30 foot long.
Oh, well then,
Trying to think how
I,
we would do this.
I think we can figure this out. I mean, I can, like, you have your cloak of poof, or your poof powder.
Poof of
Oh
powder.
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Good call. Good
Your
Wait,
call.
poof
don't you?
powder.
Doesn't something like
Wait,
Cape of the Mountain
this-
belong too?
We could use the pigments.
He has a lot of stuff. He just never uses them.
He's going to now, though.
We could use the pigments here.
Oh, by the way, in the morning, I would have telepathic bonded all of us again. I'd forget about that.
Nice.
Fair.
Although I guess it only lasts so long. So
yeah,
it
doesn't
wouldn't
it's only
matter.
like an hour?
It'd be out by now. Yeah.
What about the sending stones we exchanged?
No, we have them. We have them.
Overrated.
But
Can you make a
but the
body double with your pigments?
I'll say, but the
No.
telepathic
All I can do is
bond-
just like draw a hole, and now I can walk through it. I think that's basically what I can do. Hold on, let me
I
look
think
it up.
can't you create not items, but like
Hold on, I'm looking.
mundane items?
Yep, but I think it's like
so.
limited up to 25 gold pieces worth of an item.
right?
Yeah. Okay, so you can draw anything, and it becomes a real non-magical object.
So if you draw a hole, there's now a hole inside the building into that house.
Correct. Or if I draw, I could draw a false wall.
Explain?
I'm thinking.
Like a chimney stack. You know how they always butt out the side of a wall like an extra foot?
So okay, they said to meet them there in an hour. Yeah.
An hour.
Mm-hmm.
And it took us about 10 minutes to get there. All right, well, then I'm just going to ritual cast telepathic bond while he's scoping. Like, I would rather him and I be able to communicate without needing to actually talk
Okay,
if
that's
something
fair.
goes down.
Wait, that's a ritual?
Yeah, I have it as it's got an R next to it.
Dang,
I can cast it normally or do a ritual cast on it.
nice.
What should we do?
I like the body doubles.
I like the
They ambush the body doubles, then you guys come out of the shadows.
But
and go,
the body
"Well,
doubles are
well,
just going to
well."
stand there like this.
It's literally like a dummy, like a fighting
Yeah.
dummy.
Thinking of the
Well, if
SpongeBob
they're in the
episode with the
shade-
doodle bob.
If they're in the shade and they think
Oh,
that they've got you unaware,
Okay,
they're
Scrug's
their
not
guard's
here.
gonna be down.
That's way too scrug of an idea.
I mean, yeah, you've got the poof powder. I've got greater invisibility, a misty step. Like,
I mean,
we'll
he
be able
also
to find
has,
our way out if
as
something happens.
as Chris says, he also has the cape of the Mountebank, whatever
Yeah,
that
but-
cape that he's never used ever a single time once.
What is that? I don't know if
It lets him
I don't know
use
if I'm
Dimension
familiar
Door.
with the cape.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have all
It's, like,
kinds
really
of
good.
options here.
he has a ton of rogue things that he just doesn't use. You also have a tattoo that makes you ethereal.
Yep.
I think you used that one,
Are you
though.
about to accuse me of not using that? Because I've used it
No,
for
no,
sure.
yeah, I know you've used that one. I'm
Listen.
saying that could also come in handy here too.
All right. So we could just play dumb, Aklon, and pretend like we don't know the ambush is coming.
oh, for sure.
And then we'll have what is our escape plan, though? We just go invisible with my bag of tricks.
I mean, depending on how many there are, we could probably take them.
Can I take you with me if I use Dimension Door?
I think it. It's the
Yeah,
little
I think it
door,
opens
that's
the
there
door.
for a while.
Oh man, this is when I wish I had rope trick.
That would come in
Just
handy.
put a rope trick down and we could just jump into it. I mean, I've got
You don't exceed what
thud.
I can carry. Thank God you're small.
I've got thut, but a thut isn't necessary.
Okay,
here.
yeah. So that'll be our escape plan. We'll Dimension Door out of there.
Doesn't that last for a while?
What?
Yeah, we
Like
have
the
to.
dimension door.
Yeah, they
So,
could
like-
follow us.
Yeah, they would
No,
be able to
no, no,
follow,
no, no.
right?
No,
No.
no,
Or does it disappear?
it's not a door. It is a 500-foot teleport, and he can bring someone with him.
Yeah.
It's just
Got
an
it.
instantaneous thing. It's not like gate
okay,
or
cool.
teleportation circle or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Got it.
Cool.
Yeah. So we'll just
Oh.
Dimension Door out of there.
Is it line of sight?
You
have to
teleport
be able
yourself
to-
from your current location to any other spot within range. It is not line of sight. They can
Nice.
teleport themselves any direction
And I arrive exactly at
Up
the
to five-
spot.
up to 500
I
feet.
think you
Desired.
have to
Oh.
know where you're. You have to be able to visualize it, probably. But
I don't think so.
No, you don't. You
Oh,
don't.
really?
You could
Place
just
you
say
can
like
see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction. So you still have to be
Well,
specific
let's-
where you're going to go.
500
Yeah,
feet straight up.
Yeah, let's define where we want to go
We
before
want
we
to go 500 feet away. Where are we exactly? Or where
what did I
will
say?
we
Like
be?
down here?
yeah, you put it down there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
so we
the
wanna go-
scale? Like,
I
is
don't
the
know.
town square from where we are 500 feet? or is that too far?
That's way too far, I think.
Okay.
How many?
That's a
How
guess.
far would be?
We're
Give me
here. We're
one
here again,
direction.
right?
How
We're here
far?
again, right? Can we get
Yep.
to the docks?
How big is a house, guys? Well, generally speaking, how big is a house in feet? It's
I
like
don't know. 50
7.
feet.
7 feet. Definitely not
I think
7.
50 feet's a good generalization, I think.
Yeah, 50,
50
50
feet.
sounds good. So what is
So
that?
10 houses. We could definitely get to the town square.
Yeah, sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. We could come
The
close.
map isn't anything for details, dude.
Yeah, so we'll say from the town square to where you're at is about 500 feet.
About 5. Okay, so we can get back to the town square.
I mean, that's a good place in public. There was like a
Exactly.
lot of people in the town square, right?
Yeah, there's quite
And
a
it will still
many
be
people.
at our appointed time. It will still be during the day, right?
Yes, yeah, it's like not even lunchtime basically right now.
Yeah. So we'll be able to blend back in pretty easy. I still have my disguise hat. You have your disguise kit. If we really need to change our looks,
I think it'd be pretty funny if he comes and he's just super friendly and he's not actually planning to ambush us.
oh man, that'd be great. I think it'd be funny if he comes to us and we're both already disguised. Like,
Okay,
this is not the elf and the bunny I was supposed to see.
we're good to go then.
Okay, so what are you guys doing exactly?
We're just chilling, leaning against the wall, throwing bones.
Okay. So as the hour comes and goes, how long will you wait?
Oh, good question. How long do you think we should give him, JD? 20 minutes? 30 minutes?
Probably.
Another hour?
I'm wondering if they're like waiting for us to leave, kind of thing,
Could
to
be.
ambush us on the way out.
Could be.
Mm,
Wanna wait
I don't know.
half an hour?
I'm good to wait. I'm good to wait another like 15 or so.
Okay, we'll wait. Yeah, let's call it
don't know.
20 minutes. We'll wait 20 minutes.
How long do these roguish type things take?
I personally am a punctual rogue, so
All right, a few more minutes pass, and you see the elf walk around the corner.
hello, elf. Did he introduce himself to me?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Hello, elf.
All right, we'll probably have. Is there a way for me to like? So Aklon's with me. Is there a way for me to have this conversation in Thieves' Cant? That way, no eavesdroppers can hear what we're talking about, but also translate for Aklon over
Well,
our
we-
telepathic bond.
Sure.
That way
Yeah.
he knows what's
It's
happening.
gonna be awkward though because you say, or when anyone speaks, you have to then tell him, Aklon,
Yeah.
all this, and so anything that happens is going to be a little delayed.
Just shorthand it.
Yeah, I'll just give a burst of a description, not word for word,
Okay.
just so Aklon knows what's happening.
Okay. So he comes
Okay.
up. Hello, name's Zareth.
What was the name?
Zareth.
Zareth. All right. Well, I'm Ash. This is Aklon. Nice to meet you. We were hoping that you might help us out with a little bit of information.
Information costs money.
I'll bet it does.
I'll bet it does. End of sentence.
See you later. Just kidding. Do you happen to know anything about an organization called the Broken Blade?
As soon as you mention the name, the Broken Blade, he gets this look on his face, like almost not quite a terrified look, but he definitely looks scared. And he kind of darts his eyes back and forth. And he looks back at you. Shh! Don't say that name out loud.
Why not?
What are you doing? You're new here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm new in town.
Yeah.
Oaken Bay.
Don't
Lady.
ever mention that name.
Well, why
Again.
not?
Well, first of all, it's been outlawed in the city.
Like just saying it get you
Saying it,
tossed in the
yes.
clink?
worse.
No.
Ooh, it's like Voldemort.
The emperor outlawed that name quite a while ago, and yeah, we don't speak of that at all.
Okay. Understood. Let's call them
Why are you? What do you want with
the
them?
Bloken Braid.
He gives you this look, like, are you fucking kidding me? Don't be an idiot.
Oh, that was mostly for my own benefit. All right, sorry. Anyway, what was his question?
What are you looking for them for?
Someone quick remind me because I've forgotten. It's been so long.
Scrug went on a spirit journey to the dragons. Dragon says we can't interfere, but we know someone who can help. Broken Blade can neutralize Boros's power. That's all we know.
That's the man with the impossibly fast hands? The
Yes.
Emperor? God Emperor?
They can neutralize his impossibly fast hands.
Okay. Well, it's complicated, but we lost something dear to us, and we need the help of the Bloken Braid to get it back.
I don't see how that's my problem.
It's definitely not, but I'm hoping that you could, point us in a direction so we could just establish contact.
Okay. Well, maybe you can kind of suggest, and he kind of puts his hand out, kind of puts his fingers together. Maybe help me remember this.
This is like getting a table at a restaurant. Okay. How much do we want to grease this?
Order the
thing
duck.
here?
Order the duck.
Yeah. I could buy you a nice succulent meal of duck if that would help.
And some HQA. We got HQA.
How much? So over the telepathic bond, I'll just ask Aklon, how much do you think we should offer him?
How valuable is information in
I mean, it's pretty valuable.
the thief world? But in the thieves world, this is clearly
Yeah, would I have an idea of like what a
bad
juicy
shit.
bribe would be for this guy, or like an offering?
Yes, you would roll a
Rogue check.
no, roll a perception.
Okay.
So you're basically because you saw him trying to steal, so you're kind of getting an idea on what he was stealing before.
Yeah, and he's doing poorly. 'Cause I noticed him in like a second.
Nice.
Yeah, so you noticed him stealing some very expensive valuables. And so you would maybe guess that whatever he stole was worth about 10 gold.
Okay. All right.
So it's up to you how to determine if that's a lot or if that was like just an average thing to him or what.
Well, should we offer him 10?
Sure, let's start.
All right. I'll offer him 10 gold.
Like, what do you mean by offer him? Like he's putting his hands out waiting for something.
Yeah,
Just-
I
I guess just
will
put it in his
take 10
hands.
gold out and hold it in my hands, and I will say, is 10 gold enough for you to point us in the right direction?
10 gold. Yeah, I think that'll do. So if you're looking for these guys, the best thing to do is keep an eye out for, and then he kind of like describes their symbol, what their symbol looks like. Keep an eye out for this. This should point you in the right direction.
And if I see that symbol, does it indicate that there's a hideout nearby or what?
Depends on where you find it.
Classic.
What's the symbol?
Insight.
I'm not getting. I feel like this is not worth 10 gold.
The insignia of the broken blade? Absolutely it is.
It's a blade, and it's broken.
Okay, what are you inciting?
That would be
Aqua?
funny. Is he just making it up?
Yeah, because I mean, he just said like, "Oh, keep an eye out for this symbol," but like, I guess so if I did like a history check, would I know if that symbol matches the broken blades from?
You've never heard of the broken blades
past?
before, so
Okay.
you have no idea.
Okay.
Your insight check of that, I mean, from what you can tell, it seems like he's being truthful, if that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
Like he's not trying to deceive you that that's not the symbol type of thing.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate that. Now I have one more question. Let's say we do find this symbol. Is there a procedure for establishing contact?
It's really hard. It's really hard to remember something like that. And he puts his hand back out.
I just think I
It's
just
like
think
teach
to
you to haggle with my shopkeepers.
give
This is payback,
way less
really.
this time.
I will offer him 5 gold.
5 gold. I'm remembering something. Man, it's hard to just grasp. It's like it's on the tip of my tongue. He puts his hand back
Put
out.
a single gold piece on his tongue.
Can I?
I'm trying to think. Oh boy. I really just want to grab him by the throat and press him against the
I was
wall.
gonna say
right
it's just him and you two in the alley, right?
now. Yeah.
You can just say,
Yeah.
Then I'll take the tip of your tongue. Just draw,
Yeah, I
your-
really
draw
wanna
your
grab him
the
by
dagger.
thieves guild later on. And
That's
we're
good.
I
burning
was
a
gonna
very
say,
powerful bridge.
Like yeah. Well, maybe.
I will
All we
offer
know is
him
he's a thief. We don't know if
more
he's
gold.
related to any group yet.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
You said you'll give him 1 more gold.
I will offer him 1 more gold.
Yeah. I think I am remembering. It depends on the icon. If it has this on it, this special part of it, it means that it's a location where they meet. But if it has a different icon, it points you in the right direction, and he kind of describes these icons for you.
I'll just look at him and I'll say, "Why do you know all this? If it's supposed to be for a forbidden topic."
Yeah, it's
I pull
forbidden
out my
to
badge.
talk
And I'll
about.
say, "You're under arrest." No.
Oh no, you got me. No. He puts his hands out. How bad do you want to know?
Oh my god.
I will just snap my fingers and shoot a firebolt against the wall behind him.
Okay. How bad do you want to know?
Not intimidated by
That
your
is
fire.
intimidate him at all.
Like, I could have had that to 1 damage. I'm not scared of that.
Well, sure, that he's not scared of, but there's plenty of other things to be.
So he says, well, how bad do you want to know? And he snaps his fingers, and an arrow lands next to your feet.
Yeah. So he does have friends with him.
Shot from the rooftops.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he's got friends with him.
Well, Aklon,
I will look at him and just say, well, I thought we could have something here, but I guess we'll let you go, and we'll be on our way as well.
Very well. Nice to do business.
see you around. What was his name?
Zareth.
Zareth.
Zareth. See you around, buddy.
Sure thing. And he turns around and walks out the alley.
Hey, we didn't get ambushed.
Yet.
Yet.
Success.
Yet.
Okay. We'll hop back to the other group. You guys, I believe, Lyndall and Baron, you are heading back to Scrug with a floating rock in front of you.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to what's going to happen next.
Lyndall, roll a sleight of hand check to avoid touching that rock to people walking by.
Sure thing. I'm gonna give myself guidance on that for sure.
Can I give him the help action by just helping direct him?
How are you gonna help?
I'll walk
Pushing
in
people out of
front.
the way?
I'll walk in front of the mage hand.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you can have advantage then.
Look at me crafting ways to give the help action.
And a D4 is a 3, so 22.
Okay. Yep. You're able to. You guys working together are able to keep people away from
Teamwork,
the
baby.
floating stone.
Okay, so before we get to Scrug, how big is the stone, by the way? There was some
It's-
description of it.
Yeah, it's like hand sized. Fits in your palm.
And does it have any like carvings or anything?
There is like a rune like symbol on it.
Okay. We're gonna kind of just try to go past. Is Scrug looking inwards right now into the temple or out at the street?
Nope. He's biting his toenails just outside the door.
Okay.
Sitting
I'm gonna
down.
try to like walk past Scrug without
Classic.
like alerting him necessarily, and have the mage hand put the stone on the ground outside the temple, like up against the wall of the temple, like somewhere you might find.
Like, are you going out
stones.
a completely separate entrance or the same entrance? where
Same
Scrug's at?
entrance? I'm trying to
he
like
would-
walk.
He would definitely see you then.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, he's not gonna. So Scrug isn't gonna just go up and grab.
Wait, here comes the intelligence check.
Are we sure?
Okay, no, he's not gonna just go up and try to grab it out of the sky. But like a dog, when you've got food in your hand,
Mhm.
is like right at your heel. Like,
Oh, you got the stone back. Do you know what it does yet? Does it do anything else cool?
Just say we're not sure, so we're gonna leave it where nobody will touch it until we can come back and see if it. They said it wasn't magical anymore, but
Oh,
probably.
if it's not magical, we can put
Nope.
it here.
I'm gonna say, but we're not gonna take chances until we know we can get Aklon to identify it when we meet back up again. And I'm gonna
we
try to
already
put
tried
it.
that, did we not identify?
Yeah, he wants to identify it again to see if it's still cursed.
Oh, okay.
So I want to put it rune side face down, so it just looks like a normal rock.
Okay.
If there's any loose rubble or stuff, kind of in a gutter, or how clean is the city?
I mean, the area you're in is
Roll
pretty
for
clean.
city cleanliness.
So where you were at wasn't. I mean, it was just like an average city. But where you're at now, where the temples are at, it's very pristine.
Is there a fountain nearby?
Yep.
Put it in the fountain.
Make a wish.
Put it in the fountain.
All right, yeah, where are we at?
Full persuasion to convince Scrug leaving it is the best option for.
Okay. Can I also make a case for why to do that in
Sure.
character?
Yeah, absolutely.
So either it's cursed and still cursed and could potentially be useful to us, but we don't have a safe way to handle it right now. So, worst case scenario is we're just rid of this bad thing and we can't come back and it's gone. We don't find it again. We never planned on having it in the first place. Best case scenario is we come back and find out that it still has the properties, it's still here, and we have a plan for how to handle it. But right now, if we just assume that it's going to help us and risk triggering the curse again, then we're right back where we started. So there's really no point in doing that. But I'll
Roll for it.
Persuasion.
It's actually you probably can't even fail that I had in mind. Yeah, with a +8. It was so my plan was if you rolled under a 5, I was going to sneak off on my watch in the middle of the night and go take it out of the stone.
I'm going to leave it in the fountain.
I
Face
mean,
down.
I would have loved to see. I guess I would have liked to see the intelligence check that Doc would have to make to see if he can deactivate the immovable rod.
The rod with
window.
one button on it.
He admittedly is not super smart.
I would have rolled for it.
He would have rolled for it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So there's the rock in the fountain. What were our next steps?
We got pointed towards the slums, and I think they said they were up north on the shore. So I'm looking at maybe Anchor's Rest.
No. I think this area right here.
I gotta zoom out so I can. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yep.
Let's
We
just
don't actually know. Let's just ask someone since Rock was being
let's just
obtuse
start
about it earlier.
heading north, and if we see a town start to get worse in one direction, we'll just keep doing that. And if we don't see anything, let's just ask.
So as we're traveling north, Rock, is there anybody there's I'm assuming there's lanes or right and left, oncoming traffic. Is there anybody we've been walking with for more than like a block or two that's kind of like stuck with us, that's still heading north with us?
Roll perception.
So Doc, so Scrug's actively doing that, but I guess we should give our passive perceptions too, because
Yeah, you can't get below your passive. Yeah.
yeah. So mine is 12.
20
Matters.
Your passive
Okay.
is 20?
12.
Yep.
His passive is 20. It's stupid. I double checked today. It's stupid. It's just stupid. So yeah, with your 20 passive.
How do you have 20
um,
passive? That makes no sense.
Rangers.
Ranger things.
That's tough on you.
You don't notice anyone following you.
Well, not following us. I mean, like literally, like we've just
Happen to
both-
be going.
Yeah, like when you're following a car and you both take like 3 same turns, and you're like, I wonder if they think I'm following them. Like we're just both headed north on a street through town, not like following us or tailing us.
He wants
okay.
to strike up a casual
Gotcha.
conversation.
So not like someone that's like trying to like stay hidden while following you.
Correct. Not someone tracking us, just
Got
like
it,
someone that's
okay.
like, hey, you've been here for more than 5
Although it's
seconds.
interesting that Rock's mind went there.
Well, I thought he said like
That's what I
following.
thought, too.
I thought.
Sure.
you said, like, is there someone following us?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, you find one person, or there is one person that has been following or traveling the same path as you for a while.
I knew it. Man or woman?
Woman.
Hey, miss, where do the poor people live?
Baron walks a little faster to put some distance between him and Scrug.
Roll a persuasion.
I can't free success.
I need you to crit here.
That's about as close as we're gonna get to it. Well, it's not, but
No.
I'm happy with that.
She gives you this look, disgusted look, and she turns away and walks perpendicular. to where
What
you
was
guys are.
her dress like? Was she in rags or was she in riches? Did I
was
ask the
she?
poor person where the poor people live?
Is she in the upper middle class?
She's not in the upper middle class, no. She looked
Well-
like she might have been part of the community you were looking for.
Some economic anxiety.
This is why we always lead with an insight check.
I should have asked for more information. Scrug, we don't have to do this every time. Scrug is essentially going to, if there's anybody that seems like they don't immediately peel off to do their own thing, we'll just keep asking where the poor people are at.
Just gonna keep going
as
up
we
to poor
travel
people
north.
asking for their home addresses.
And
He will learn the lesson to try to ask, if he can, to ask someone that doesn't look like they're a poor person, so as to not make the same mistake twice.
and you other two are going to let him continue asking people if where the poor people live. I just
Not
want to
do his
confirm.
question.
Path of least resistance. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Baron's not gonna walk close to Scrug, but yes.
There was a moment during our little thing where I was like, gosh, we kind of look stupid. But now I don't.
Nah, we
Okay.
good.
He'll eventually get someone to answer him.
Yeah. You, the third person that you ask, answers you. and kind of gives you the direction of where the poor people live.
Sometimes the
Scrug
direct
upon
approach.
So poor is a relative state. What did the person who actually answered him look like?
They were average.
Upper middle class.
Like, yeah, sure.
So when Scrug got his information, he immediately went,
Hey guys, I found where the poor people are living.
and he was
Baron
going
does
to
not turn
get
around.
closer
He
to
keeps
the-
walking. Baron just keeps walking.
It's a right, and then we have to take a left after 4 houses, and then we,
You know,
Thank God Scrug didn't die.
Does Lindell have message?
No, I was looking to see if I had
Yeah,
silence, and I
yeah.
don't.
hey, I've got silence. But
Silence is stationary though, isn't it?
It is.
So that would work
Oh,
for
that's a
about
bummer.
15
That'd be
feet.
cool. if
And
it
I
could
don't
be
have
on
message
an-
either.
It'd be
Rip.
on an object.
All right, we're
All right,
gonna,
we've got directions to the slums now.
Gonna
Is it where we
wa-
thought in this over here?
The slums is here.
Oh, see, I saved us so much time.
Where is it? I missed it.
We're all the way over on the
Way
left.
to the west. Way to the
Oh.
west.
Interesting. Okay. I was going by color scheme.
All right, then let's head that way.
Okay. About an hour later, you guys make it to the slums. It's very slummy.
Can I make it a? Well, my first thing would be I'm still a bit perplexed about the answer that I got in the temple about the war being a long time ago. Like out of game, or am I just remembering this timeline wrong?
That was like
it was-
7 years ago, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it wasn't that long ago. I mean, fairies
Yeah.
don't live super long.
Well, I mean, it ended 7 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No
I think
more than
it's just a difference in definition of what long
no
is.
more than a
thought
decade.
It was 7 years long, but it was 2 years ago.
Even if it was,
I'm probably wrong.
but even if it
yeah.
was 7 years ago, that's not like that long ago.
Yeah. So like presumably there would still be if there were people who were I don't know, let's say like injuries that would be more prevalent or likely in a war zone, like amputated limbs and stuff like that. So I would be looking for anybody that looked like they had any type of like military regalia or anybody who looked like they had any type of battle injuries as we
Okay.
walk through the slums.
So as you filter through the slums, it's mostly just poor people. People who looks like they don't have any money to their name. They're in rags essentially with no shoes, that kind of stuff. You don't see any kind of like armor or anything like that here. But there's people coughing everywhere. Tons of people. From what Lindell can tell, there's tons of sick people here.
Gotcha. I think we should stop somebody and ask them if, where they socialize, whatever, if there's like a tavern or a square or something in this neighborhood.
A tavern, sir? No, we have no amenities like that in this section of town. We're just trying to survive here.
So nobody ever or gathers to trade or barter anywhere.
Oh, trading
Like-
with what?
We should have had Scrug ask where the lower middle class was, not the poor people.
Sometimes poor people live.
Well, typically in the absence of money, like the poorest of the poor would still need to. There's usually barter economies that run underneath.
I mean, this guy looks like he has nothing to his name, so he has nothing to barter.
Okay, well, I'm going to give him a gold coin and thank him for his time. And
He takes it and he takes off running.
We
Let's say
need
he's
to
immediately mobbed by the thousands
yeah, we
of
we
other
need to
poor
leave
people
immediately.
around him.
We need to leave immediately.
He's gone. He's like 2 blocks away already.
I suggest looking at the state of the people around us. former soldiers probably wouldn't fall this far unless they were missing limbs, and it doesn't look like that's the case here. Since Rock said we don't see any signs of anybody who had seen combat, so perhaps the next tact we can take is potentially talking up some people who are currently in the military, and to see if we can find where the veterans hang out.
That's a good idea.
We calling up Obi. Calling up Mason. Also, time check. It is 11.
Yep. I think this is probably a good place to call it then if Dookie wanted to stop at 11.
That would be helpful.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
I'd really like to play until at least 11:30, to be honest.
11:30. Yeah, we could do that. Sure.
Fuck it. Let's go to midnight.
You know what? 3 a.m. like we did the first time.
Yeah, the
Oh my
first
God,
couple
that
of
was-
sessions
No, I
that was
think
great.
it was. I think
That
it was.
was
We played till
rough.
1, then we stopped, and we came back half an hour later and played till 4.
Yeah,
Or something.
that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that very, very first session was rough.
That was great.
That's when Doc was still in school. Work from home was like
The thing I
nothing.
will remember most about that is Peter being so happy for his little character that they just get one shot. As soon as we saw
Falls
combat.
drunk off a wagon and shot by a gun.
it was a good time.
I had to go into work the next day. That sucked.
Yep. All right, friends. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too.